Shalom, shalom, Anar Richem. I pray that all is well with you, my brethren. And of course, some of the sisters that are out there listening. Brethren, I tell you truly, fortunately, I will lose some of you on this video. Fortunately. Because as we know, all things work for the good for they that love the Lord, correct? So even the quote-unquote bad things that happen to us, are they really bad? Or is just a stumbling block, a stepping stool for a new opportunity or for a new manifestation which you will now have? Brethren, I tell you truly, if you come to this video to hear about some freaky stuff, don't waste your time. Because this ain't it. What I will be discussing on this video is what, in my humble opinion, the act of sex truly is for and truly is about. Before I bring you right, I'm gonna take you left. You see, I don't focus on necessarily other nations, because other nations don't necessarily focus on us. So we cannot go out and point fingers at anyone else when we are the ones made in His image. So we are the ones at fault. Most of the issues that our people are facing, most of them, not all of them, but most of the issues that our people are facing in this current Babylonian remix, Mizraim kingdom, most of them are sexual in nature. Guess what? I know and you know that our people are very, very beautiful. The women are very shapely and comely. The men are very strong. And so they want to get it on. But brethren, I tell you truly, even things that are good for you in excess can become your enemy. You see, when our people are being oppressed by ourselves through our lack of submission towards Heavenly Father's kingdom, and that suppression and that lack of submission to our Heavenly Father's kingdom manifests itself in the suppression or the oppression of other nations seemingly ruling over us. But really, brethren, it's our fault. We go to work. We work 8, 10, 12-hour days. We don't know the Most High, so we don't have no escape. Some of us going to drugs. Some of us going to drinking. Most of us go into lascivious sex. And so, brethren, I tell you truly, there is a sex magic being worked on you. You see, this channel is dedicated towards the so-called black family. But as a man, I speak to other men. So, brethren, Our issue is ourselves and our lack of discipline. You see, I've always held the sentiment within my mind, and just my opinion, you don't gotta run with it like it's gospel. Just my opinion, I've always held the sentiment within my mind that you cannot expect a woman to be a virgin if the men themselves aren't given the example of what virginity is. Because the man is the leader, period. The woman is following the example in which you set, period. And so, we would like, because, us as men, we understand, like, we like women. We like multiple women. We like the way they look, we like the way they shape. What I'll give this old adage in a society: you can't have your cake and eat it too. But in reality, you can if you do it right and show that you bruise. You see, our people, we're so-called black people, but in reality, we're supposed to be angels on the earth. We're supposed to be bringing the heavenly mind onto this earthly being called the earth. And we're supposed to be manifesting angelic governance and subduing this earth in the spirit of the Heavenly Father, so this earth can reign in the heavenly kingship as the heavenly realm reigns in it as well. Where's the angel? The angel is disciplined in all of its ways. You do what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it, all the time as you're supposed to do it. Discipline is a calling call for angels, for counselors, for kings. The word malak. If you speak our language the way I speak it, I'm ka. But we gotta get into the Ebonics of Aramaic if you want to go that far. But for the regular folk, malak, right? Amlak is a king, a counselor, and an angel, all wrapped into one. And so if that's what our people really are, not just so-called black men, but we really are angels on earth. We're supposed to be like the angels on earth. If that's what we're really supposed to be, then brethren, the true issue with our circumstance is our lack of discipline. And lack of discipline starts with yourself. And so as we see the earth in our angelic minds, we're supposed to be wanting to subdue it with the heavenly mind of the Heavenly Father. We want to be more, so we do more, for us to have more. The more akin to the Heavenly Father in which we are, the more rich, physically, spiritually, and financially we will be. And so we've brought on the mindset of Sheol upon our minds and not realize that Sheol is our death, not our revelation. These are just the opinions of me. Again, brethren, if you think I'm telling you the gospel, please run with it. If not, again, brethren, I've not uplifted myself amongst you. So you still have the opinion and the thoughts of yourself to lean on. I'm just telling you from my perspective and how I see it. So if all the issues that our people are having are sexual in nature, how do we change them? Through proper sexual education. You see, you're supposed to want to have sex. Most High gave you those hormones inside it for a reason. But in having sex, and you're using it for the proper purpose, in the ability to create a living being, to manifest through the Heavenly Father's power, another angelic being on this planet to help you in the process of subduing this earth in the mindset and the will of the Father. That is what sex was given to you for. That's why sex is pleasurable. That's why. Not because there's some hormones being triggered in your body, some endorphins being released. No, because you're engaging in the opportunity to bring life into this physical reality. When a man ejaculates and a woman secretes her juices, and they come together perfectly and the sperm reaches the egg, that's the Heavenly Father's will. And so since our people have been engaging in abortions, I'm calling it like it is. Yes, we can say that they put the Planned Parenthoods in our community. Yes, we can say that they put the birth control in our community. Yes, they can say they took the fathers out of the household. Yes, we can say all of those things, but all of those things, guess what they are? They are not determining factors. They're just consequential factors, circumstantial factors. Determining factors are what's inside of you. Circumstances are what's around you. Of course we know that's what their plan was to do, to destroy our seed. And Most High said, be fruitful and multiply. So what you think Hasatan and his kingdom are going to do? Tell you to not be fruitful. Tell you to not multiply. And tell you that when you do multiply, that you don't take care of the seed properly by taking the father out of the home. And then have the mother struggle. And then in her struggles, she turns more towards the governmental system. And so the cycle continues where he's in control. But brethren, I tell you truly, before all those things would happen, the fault lies with you. And you not taking care of your seed. Proper sex magic. Or, as I say, sex education. Again, here's the part where I'm going to lose a lot of you. If Mashiach is not in your relationship is destined for failure. Because the seed of Mashiach is in you. You see, a lot of people don't understand what the Bible truly is. And a lot of people don't understand why the Bible will never go away. The Bible is more than just pages in a book. It's a written down DNA code manifested in flesh. So you think you're reading a book, but no, you're actually reading the codex of cells. The codex of a blueprint of a body. Codex of a blueprint of blood. So scientists might call it ATP, but I call it Genesis. I call it Exodus. I call it Leviticus. That's why the Bible will never go away. Even if the words, the pages, even all of them are burned, because that's what they live within you. And so when a man keeps his seed within himself and allows the seed to circulate within himself, he gains knowledge. If his mind is focused on the Torah, if his mind is focused on the scripts, if his mind is focused on the Son, the Word. And so if Mashiach is not in your relationship is destined to fail. There is no you shacking up with a woman and oops, she's pregnant. Oops. How are we gonna take care of this? Oops. The number one problem why most marriages fail is because of lack of money. They got into the marriages of lust and not into the marriage of education. A marriage should be based on bringing the heavenly kingdom onto this earthly plane. Period. So most marriages, they go into their engagement stage for a year. In the engagement stage, you should not just be looking in each other's eyes, telling you guys how much you love one another. But in the engagement stage, you guys should be focused on getting money. You should be focused on getting closer to the Heavenly Father. You should be focused of gaining assets to support yourself in your marital life. Proper sex education. Why? Because you guys know that you guys will be eventually having sex. And what will come from that sex? A child. Do you want your child to be going through the same situations, the same issues in which you went through within your life because of your parents' lack of education, in which they did not tell you? And so the reason why our people are in the hood, not living good, looking around, looking around like we're stupid, is because our sex education is lacking. We're constantly fornicating. We're constantly going through lascivious behavior. And I get it. As so-called black men, we see the black woman, like, ooh. Yeah, hey, I'm gonna be very honest. That thing looking fat. They got nice little hips, right? They got nice little lips, right? And so you base the relationship of her physical assets and not what the mind of the woman is about. Because guess what? The mind of the woman has more bearing in how the child will react to you than her body will. So if her mind is not focused on the father, her child that she gives you will never be focused on him. Never. Brother, I'm just like you. I like what you like too. I like the curves. But more than the curves, I like when a woman is focused on the word. That's when our relationship can fly like birds. I don't think y'all hear me. I said, I don't think y'all hear me. I said I was gonna lose some of y'all today. You see, the issue is always with ourselves before it's with anyone else. Before you point a finger, you must realize that when you point a finger, there will be 3 fingers pointing back at you. So more than it's someone else's problem, it's 3 times more your problem as well. And so when a man saves his seed, he starts thinking about ways to make money. He starts thinking about ways to create a better life for himself. And he realizes that his seed is important, right? It's the revolution going on within himself. It's the dynamic world manifesting within himself. And so when he saves it and he doesn't waste it, right? Right? And he goes inside of a woman and he says that he wants to have sex with her. That's how he shows that he loves her. Sex is supposed to be the ultimate manifestation of love. A man can say that he loves a woman all that he wants. And when that union happens, that's when they know the love was there. See, Adam knew his wife. Then they bear children. Sex is supposed to be the act of love. Because as a man, you're not supposed to be wasting your seed in a woman that you do not love. Because what will come out from that child, what will come out from that act is a child that if they do not feel love, they will not manifest love. And if they're not manifesting love, then they're not manifesting the Heavenly Father's kingdom on this plane of existence. And that's your main purpose on this earth. Sex education. So a lot of our people are lost. A lot of people who know about quote-unquote sex magic, they want to act all freaky and they want to have orgies and 4Gs and a whole bunch of stupidness. But they want to, I'm going to find my twin flame and we're going to create create bursting flame in this realm. Right, if you actually listen to these people talk sometime, well, of course, they're witches and warlocks. And I'm not gonna lie to you, some of them can draw power from doing that. But me and my house shall worship the Lord. Correct? Okay. So in holy matrimony, sex is a very important thing. And that's why sex, we should bring back reverence of sex in our community. The reverence of the union between man and woman, marriage in our community needs to be held in the highest esteem possible. Because that is how we increase our numbers. It's not just about having babies, it's about having quality babies. It's about having babies that will serve the Most High with their entire heart, their entire mind, their entire being, their entire vessel. Everything about them wants to love the Lord. Everything about them wants to do for Him. Everything about them wants to serve Him. Because their parents served Him first. So as a man, you are the example. You can say you want a virgin all you want. You can say that all you want, brethren. And in the good world, yes, all men, we should have virgins. I'm going to say it now. It is what it is. But right now, we live in a time of forgiveness. We live in a time of grace. That's where we're at right now. And so we understand that the Most High might deal with somebody, and there might not be all that. But guess what? Those who are in Mashiach with you will find forgiveness. They will find the will of the Father to worship the Heavenly Father with you. Because guess what? Brother, you ain't perfect. You're supposed to be the living example of the Heavenly Father on earth. Look around at our people right now. Do you see the Most High in our people right now? Do you see His will? Do you see His way? Do you see His manifestation? Do you see His law? Do you see it? So don't look at no woman and say, Shawty, you need to get in line. Yes, she needs to get in line, but brother, you need to be in line too. Don't let the internet fool you. This is the real red pill. The red pill is understanding that you as a man, a so-called black man, are a living manifestation of God on earth. A walking angel in this realm. So brother, you deserve everything that's happening to you through your lack of discipline. Sex education. Ain't that what our people like to say? Oh, we God's this, oh, we God that. Listen to conscious community every day, right? They like calling themselves gods, right? In all truth, brother, right now you're just flesh and bones. You're no different than any other nation. And if you're just flesh and bones, you're no different than no other nation of people walking this earth right now. Don't uplift yourself up against nobody, because you ain't better than them. You ain't lifting the Heavenly Father in all your ways, in all your ways, in all your words. So don't dare lift up and think that you're better than anybody else right now. Because the flesh don't make you great. You can have all the melanin in the world you want. Melanin don't make you great, because melanin in itself is not a culture. It is not. So it will not save you. What will save you is the understanding of your culture, is the understanding of His reality, is the understanding of His word flowing in your DNA, in your life. Because when you and your lady goes into that holy matrimony and create life, you're creating an imprint of what you are and who you are in that moment. And of course, the Father's grace is included in that. So yes, if there's issues going on with all of us, but if His grace is sufficient in you, then guess what? The child will have a better life. Well, you know why? Because they had people that acknowledge the Heavenly Father as their creator. We all know the Most High exists, but who acknowledges His existence in their life? You have to acknowledge His word within you to feel His Son come through you. The lack of sexual education, true sex magic. When I say magic, I'm not scaring a lot of our people off. Hopefully I'm not. And I don't mean it in that way. It's just a title to bring people to watch the video. It just is what it is. But true sex education is true sexual discipline. And brethren, I tell you truly, there is no greater discipline that you can give a child in their rearing stage than sexual discipline. Period. Period. So, if you're a parent right now, under the sound of my voice, discipline your son so he does not feel like his existence depends on him being inside of someone else. If you have a daughter, discipline her to let her know that she is precious. And when she gives her flower over to someone, it should be someone of value and of worth. That when she bears a seed to this being, the being will be in true reverence toward the Heavenly Father and His kingdom. Because that is the man's purpose and that is the woman's purpose on this planet. To subdue this earth in the Heavenly Father's will and His kingdom, and His glory manifest through us, so all this earth can represent the heavenly realm. So brethren, I tell you truly, all of us have come short of the full glory of the Heavenly Father's kingdom. But through His forgiveness and His word, we can achieve greatness within ourselves. We can change the mindset that our people are in and fully manifest His greatness within. Shalom.